Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be doing a video, the first and only on the subject of Chad Sinclair. Now there's a few reasons why I wanted to do this. The main one is because a ton of people have reached out to me since he made a video on me telling me how he bullies smaller creators, reaches out to their family members, doxes them, shares explicit details of their relatives' adult content on YouTube that their family didn't even know about. So it goes without saying that this guy is a complete scumbag and this needs to be addressed. The reason why this came to my attention in the first place is because Chad made a video on me calling me a clout goblin for covering the Carlos Lastro situation. If you guys haven't seen that already, I've linked the video down below, but this was basically it here. And Chad's main point in that video was that I only did it and I only covered it for clout and for money. So to debunk that theory right off the bat, here is the amount the video made. And here is me donating that amount to Victims of SA, a charity that I found. So if you guys want to also donate to that, feel free to, but I've left the link in the description for that. That debunks that theory. I do not care about the money in that situation. So at least now it's benefited those who have also been affected by it. But with all that out of the way, we've got a ton of things to cover. So first of all, I just want to give you guys a little bit of information. One of my favorite quotes of all time is "Those in glass houses should not throw stones." And you might be wondering, Webz, why is that relevant in this situation? Well, here's a situation of Chad covering a 14-year-old boy's death in order to gain more clicks, subscribers, and money to his channel. And guess what? He didn't do it once. He didn't do it twice. 3 times or 4 times, 5 videos in the space of 2 weeks. So if that doesn't say that this man is a absolute goblin for the views, I don't know what does. But that isn't even the tip of the iceberg of what we're going to get into today, because this guy is a complete and total scumbag. You can see I'm passionate because I'm standing up. I'm using the standing desk for this one, so we're going to get into it in a minute. And I've got tons of evidence, tons of stories, and he's actually deleted a few of the videos off his channel. But guess what, Chad? I went and saved them first. So let's get straight into it. So not only is Chad a complete scumbag for what he's done, right, and the way that he's covered these situations to gain clout and then tried to turn that on me, well, like I said, a few people have reached out to me with a lot of evidence against Chad that he would go ahead and bully and make videos on creators that are a lot smaller than he is, a lot smaller than I am, and instead of replying to their comments on my videos, for example, right, I'll give you an example. Someone commented on one of my videos, and instead of Chad replying to that comment so that all my viewers would see his reply, he just went and made a complete video about this random guy that had nothing to do with it, dissing him, bringing his personal details to light, and just being a total scumbag in the YouTube scene. So not only is that illegal, it's just one of the dirtiest things you could possibly do to someone, and he didn't even have the balls to do it in the same place that the guy left the comment, which was on my channel in the first place. Right. Now that we've got all that stuff out of the way, I'm going to get into my Instagram DMs, which have been blowing up recently with people with stories about Chad and what he gets up to and the scummy things that he does. So with all that being said, let's jump into my Instagram DMs and start with my boy Davey. Now, Davey hit me up the other day and he said, let me quickly screen record this so we can get all the evidence, and then we're going to go through some of the videos that he's linked, and I'm going to show you exactly how much of a creep this absolute goblin is. Because my God, when I was preparing this video, I showed a few of the clips to Holly, who's my girlfriend by the way, and I think she almost threw up in her mouth with the state of the things that this guy said. So, and by the way, Dave has allowed me to share all this stuff, so I'm not breaking any boundaries right here. So what goes on here? It says, "Hey bro, how's it going? I just watched your recent YouTube video about Carlos and this fool Chad Sinclair. Bro, he is such a clown. Not sure if you'll find this interesting, but just let me tell you, he's an actual real life stalker. For the past 5 years, this guy has been stalking and legit trying to ruin my life. And get this, I've never even met him. He's made it his business to hate on me because of the company I skate for. This guy has decided to reach out to my friends, family, other sponsors of mine, my boss, determined to badmouth me, and I've never even done anything to provoke him either. This has gone on for years, dude, and just a few months ago out of nowhere, he reached out to my fiance on Facebook telling her I'm cheating on her. Like, what? He's made multiple YouTube videos about me, which is true. I've got them saved on my computer. And even going as low as making videos about my little sister. Again, disgusting behavior. He lives in Canada and I live in the States. He hides behind his computer. Bro, this has got to be stopped. He's such a troll. I've had to make reports about him. He's the biggest troll I've ever come across. I know the Braille guys personally because I flew out there to film with them a couple times back in 2019, and I know they had some run-ins with him as well, even back then. He's always been known as a goblin. He's even made fake pages of me pretending to be me and others hating on him. I've never retaliated other than reporting him because he legit needs help and I don't know what he'd do. Anyway, sorry to bug you. Just thought you'd know he's actually crazy. Take care, man." Obviously, when I saw this, I was like, that is fucked up. He's such a creature. If you can provide me with some proof, I'll tear him to shreds in a video on your behalf, which is what we're doing right now. Because people like this, man, people that are bullies and think that they can make videos on smaller creators, don't get me wrong, I know that's what I'm doing right now, but this is very much provoked. Chad has made multiple videos on me, so I think I'm very much qualified to talk about this situation. He said, there is so much to this story, but I'll explain what I can quickly. I ride for a company called Punisher Skateboards, not a very big time company, but still a great company to ride for. Anyway, I've been a part of this brand for 6 years now, and before I joined, Chad was a part of the brand. However, back then the company was only making beginner quality boards for kids. I didn't know Chad at the time, but when the owner and I met, we both felt the company needed to be pushed in a different direction. They started pressing professional quality decks, got new gear, new riders, and the company had a whole new beginning. Chad was let go for many reasons, but mostly because of his attitude, personality, and immaturity didn't reflect the new image. It was a fresh start, and I wanted to do my part in helping the brand grow. Chad did not like this and assumed it was because of me, dedicating the next 5.5 years of his life to trying to ruin me professionally and personally. Here are some of the examples of harassment and stalker mentality. He's made multiple YouTube videos about me and even my family, which puts him in a new low, slandering my name and talking nonsense. Remember, Chad and I have never ever even met, so he doesn't know me or my story. He's making assumptions and putting them in videos. Let's start with the fake Instagram pages he's made about myself and Punisher. There's a page called Punish Skateboards where he'll post shit like this. And by the way, I've seen multiple of Chad's videos talking about this. It's blatant that it's him, because not only that, he shared a picture of his own topless photos on there, trying to bait people into messaging him. So already creepy behavior, but that's not even the beginning. So let's keep going. So he did this, right? He took a picture from Dave's Facebook and put, I love little boys. I mean, I'm a little boy at heart, so why can't I love who I want to love? Cops are such buzzkills when it comes to love. Dave Smith, as if it's a quote, as if it's an inspirational quote. Like, that is creepy as hell to have made that. And it just goes to show what Chad is actually thinking about in his spare time. And like I said, not even the tip of the iceberg. So he took an old picture of him at the skate park and put in words like that in it. He also made this meme, which has got a disgusting picture of Chad that I'm sorry that I had to put you all through. I said, okay, cool, that's some fucked up shit. And he's been taking pictures off Dave's Facebook, off his family's pictures, which I don't even like. I'm running out of words to describe how creepy this is. So anyway, and I said, I'll take a look as soon as I get back. Thanks for reaching out. Can't stand people like that. He's made so many YouTubes of me slandering my name, even putting his face on my body like a weirdo. My younger sister was doing webcam shit. No one in the family knew, similar to OF sort of thing, but you know what it is. You don't really want to share that stuff with anybody regardless. It's just private information. It's adult content, and Chad is promoting that to multiple people all around the world. But yeah, yet he decided to out her on YouTube just to hurt me. Little did he know was this really messed up our family for a bit, and she did nothing to him to deserve that. He's a goon, now picking on relatives of mine. That's a new low, and we're going to go through and watch this video in a minute because it's disgusting. So as you can see, this is the thumbnail here. Punisher Skateboards OMG porn star, right? So now that we've seen that, right here, this is the video. This is the one that he didn't delete. Fucking idiot. Let's check this out. Start this video, hit the full screen.
Hey there, everyone.
Look at this. So look at the way this video starts, for one.
Oh my god. Hey there, everyone. So you know Mr. Davey Boy.
Such a creepy look on his face, man.
Well, he had his sister visit Punisher warehouse with him, and check out this clip.
So this is Dave and his sister at the Punisher warehouse. Wholesome content.
You guys are all probably scratching your heads and being like, what's the significance of all this, Chad? Who cares? He went up and he slapped a cake in his sister's face for her birthday. And yes, it's his sister because of this post here saying happy birthday, sis. And
so not only is he out on the guy's family, he's showing the fact that it's his sister, which is weird enough as it is.
Tagged her in it at Miss Cream.
Especially to someone you've never met.
Somebody brought to my attention this person here. Punish Skateboards. That's
which we also already know is Chad himself. So he's referencing his own second Instagram account. Again, hella weird.
Right. Huge shout out to Punish Skateboards. Go check them out. They got some hilarious memes. But anyway.
Look at that. Why would anyone that isn't Chad post this? Why?
They brought this juicy detail to my attention. His sister does porn.
Are you serious? Look at this motherfucker's face, man.
Alright. Alright, so she has her own little porn site here, as you can see. Pretty crazy. I didn't
So he's sharing all the details of my man Dave's sister right here, which is, and this is, by the way, an explicit website that he's showing that right here. But obviously, I'm not going to show any of the explicit details because that's private information, and this is not a channel for something like that. Okay, so you get the gist. Chad,
you're probably wondering what the significance of her being a porn star has to do with anything. Well, the only thing that I could think of is if you're Punisher Skateboards and you have a half pipe or warehouse and you're doing skateboard lessons, or you have kids coming in there, or you're selling product that's geared or directed towards kids, I'm pretty sure you shouldn't have a porn star in your warehouse or in around
hardly a prawn star right there, is it?
Your social media when you're tagging
Right, so he obviously says here these people shouldn't be around skateboarders, shouldn't be around kids, shouldn't be around skate parks. Right, he just said that right there. Now let me fast forward this video a tiny bit
about that, and I'm all for porn stars and porn actresses coming around skateboarding and being at skateboard events. I'm all for that. Don't get me wrong.
He's all for the stars coming around events and being there at skate parks. It's literally just what he's just literally contradicted himself from the start of the video to this part of the video, but it gets creepier, so keep watching.
Love to see more women and more girls and porn and all that come out, but it's just that if there's going to be kids and family involved, that you got to kind of separate a boundary and a barrier, and kind of like, you know, like I said, just you guys can still be there and do whatever you want, but just, you know, you show discretion. And, you know, if you're going to take pictures or whatever like they did, just at least don't use your stage or actress name and tag your website in it, because that just isn't good for anybody at all. So yeah, you guys can comment down below, let me know your opinion, if you are all for or you agree. Or
so first of all, at the start of the video, he tells us that they shouldn't be around skate parks. And then as soon as he's like, oh, I'm all for these women coming around skate parks, we need more of these stars at skate parks. So ridiculously contradictory right there. We're not even all the way through, so there's more to go. Let me jump back into my phone real quick. Okay, so after we looked at that video, he just says, see his face, what a goof. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Look, let's check the thumbnail on this. Look.
And either
just look at the thumbnail. Look at that. Just look at this thumbnail. Tragic. Completely tragic. Right, so anyway, back to business. So he reached out to a previous sponsor of mine trying to talk shit. Here is what they said back, and he sends me a picture of the DMs. Okay, so this is a reply that someone said back to Chad after they emailed the company Chad emailed the company multiple times to try and get Dave off the team. They said, hey, I'm the director of sales for Vicious Vape. You have continued to contact us with negative false information about Dave Smith. I want to ask if you can please stop harassing and stalking all of our social media with this nonsense. This is ridiculous, unprofessional, and immature. If you continue, we will have no choice but to file a police report against you. Thank you for understanding. So that's a third-party company reaching out to Chad to tell him to stop making all these false accusations. So already we've got more evidence there. And Dave then goes, I don't mind. I'm just partially nervous because this fool gets stirred up. Oh yeah, I said to him, I'm 100% making a video on this. If you don't mind me using this info, of anything you want kept secret, I will respect. Dave said, I don't mind. I'm just partially nervous because this fool stirred up and won't stop. I don't even have a YouTube, nor have I ever fully responded because I don't have a platform like that. But yes, I'd love for this fool to get called out. This is him reaching out to my now wife. So Chad is reaching out to this homie's wife right here. And he says, hi there, Heather. Sorry for contacting you, but I needed to inform you about your fiance, Dave Smith. A girl ended up contacting me and sending me a video of her and Dave's conversation on Instagram. Why the bloody hell would she contact Chad, of all people? They don't even live in the same damn country. Where he flirted with her, tried to meet/hook up with her while being together with you. She also claimed he has cheated on other girls in the past. I'm really sorry for telling you. None of your business, Chad. Even if that was the case, that's not your business. That's not your dirty laundry to air out. So here is the video of their conversation together. As you can see, it's quite difficult to see because it's a screenshot, but all it says is, hope you have an awesome birthday. Wishing you a kick-ass year. That's all that was said. But apparently that's cheating and admitting on cheating to your other half. But like I said, more to go. None of this is true. My wife had to block him just to stop. My cousin owns a brand I used to ride for. He's reached out to her as well. Here is my cousin's text to me. Yo, cuz, I just want to let you know that VJ told me that your psycho stalker guy set up some kind of Twitter account and started trying to call you out again like he likes to do. Seems like at least once a year he tweeted vicious about you. Of course, they already knew the situation, but I wanted to give you a heads up in case you didn't know. And then Dave said, wow, I really don't know what to do about him anymore. And then The cousin says, do you know where he lives? And he just says Canada. And then here's a screenshot of Chad making a video named Chad Sinclair vs. Dave Smith Game of Skate. And Dave said, here's a video of apparently us playing skate, but I'm not even in the video. What a weirdo. One time I responded in an email, full transparency, here is what I said. Now you guys can go ahead and read that one if you want to. I will leave that on screen. But basically Dave's just going through everything that's happened. We've got a few more emails here, and then Dave said, so the brand ended up making me a pro model, and man, this infuriated Chad because I guess he never got one, calling me a fake pro and all that. I'm not going around saying I'm a pro skater, but if a company surprises you with a signature deck, I'm not going to turn it down. Anyway, there's more, but that's a good start. He's crossed the line so many times and made this personal. He's a goon. I never paid much attention at first because it's not like his videos get a bunch of views, but he's brought family into it. My wife trying to hurt me personally, professionally, and it's too much. Even when I got back from Braille, he instantly started bad-mouthing me to them. He's pathetic. Thanks for listening, man. I appreciate it. And he goes, sorry, found one more thing he's posted slandering me. And it's from a Discord that Chad is in, basically saying this dude, Dave Smith from Punished Skateboards, is a homophobe and cheated on his fiance. So Chad is doing literally everything he can to bully Dave just because Dave took his place on a skate team 5.5 years ago, which is incredibly petty, ridiculous, childish. Like I said, I'm running out of descriptive words to call this goon, but there's still a little bit more to go. And the funny thing is that video only had 8 views. But anyway, I just said, no wonder he's such a creature if he does stuff like this. So desperate for any attention. I'll go through everything tonight. Thank you again. And sorry to hear he's been such a, Basically, guys, I had to make this video because people like Dave don't have a platform to defend themselves in these situations. And Dave is only one of 3 people that have come to me with very similar allegations. Dave was just the first one to do it, and he was happy for me to share all this to out Chad in this video. But seriously, I hate people like this. They think they can just go ahead and bully these smaller people just because they know they can't speak out to each other. Chad is one of the worst humans I've ever seen. Pure, absolute evil. Now, I know in skateboarding there's been some crazy crimes and some crazy situations, but outside of like real life murder and stuff, I think Chad is probably one of, if not the most evil person that I've seen. This is disgusting, vindictive behavior. And just a small disclaimer, don't go to Chad and start commenting all this stuff and making yourself just as bad as he is by starting beefs on my behalf or whatever. Don't do that. If you can do anything in retaliation to this situation for me, guys, if we can rally together and just make sure that we never click a single Chad Sinclair video ever again, because I don't ever want this person to make it out of his disgusting little goblin trench that he calls a home. Anyway, that was my video on Chad Sinclair, the first and last. I've got plenty of skateboard videos planned for next week, so I'll see you in those. Some more positive messages. Much love. Bye.